Now here we see the photorespiration or the C2 cycle or the glycolate pathway. The Krotkov indicated that more carbon dioxide evolves during the daytime in the C3 plants. Now, Decker and Teo discovered photorespiration and clarified that C2 cycle or the glycolate pathway operates during the daytime in the C3 plants, and Rubisco acts as an oxygenase at the higher concentration of oxygen and low carbon dioxide concentration in the C3 plants. Now, the light dependent uptake of the oxygen, the light dependent uptake of the oxygen and the release of the carbon dioxide in the C3 photosynthetic cell, that is called as photorespiration. So photorespiration is not linked with the ATP generation. In place, ATP are consumed as ordinary dark. So the photorespiration is not linked with ATP generation as ordinary dark respiration, and thus it is harmful or wasteful process that's linked with the C3 cycle. Now here you see the photorespiration of the C2 cycle or the glycolate pathway. This is the whole of it. Now here let's take a very careful look at the C2 cycle, that is the glycolate pathway. So what happens in the chloroplast? You see that water and carbon dioxide, so this is the Calvin cycle happening. So the phosphoglyceric acid is formed here, phosphoglyceric PGA, one molecule, then phosphoglyceric acid, one molecule, then goes to peroxisomes where glycolic acid is formed. Glycolic acid oxidase and catalase enzymes in the presence of and gives out water and oxygen. You see the glycolic acid and the glycine, two molecules, mitochondria. So in the mitochondria what you see is the glycine which is there, then heat is liberated in carbon dioxide and then serine, and then further in peroxisomes and chloroplasts you see the carbohydrates in the chloroplast that you see. That's a release of carbon dioxide and ammonia. So it is assumed that in C3 plants, if photorespiration does not occur, it will increase the carbon dioxide concentration, which oxidizes the photooxidation, the different protoplasmic parts of the photosynthetic cells at high light intensity. Now here we move on to this question. The question is, during photorespiration, the oxygen consuming reaction occurs in is it the stroma of the chloroplast and peroxisome? Is it the grana of the chloroplast and peroxisome? Is it the stroma of the chloroplast, or is it the stroma of the chloroplast and mitochondria? It is the stroma of the chloroplast and the peroxisomes. During photorespiration, the oxygen consuming reaction occurs in the option A, that is stroma of the chloroplast and peroxisomes. Now the photorespiration, it is enhanced by bright light, high temperature, high oxygen and low carbon dioxide concentration.